All right, in just a few minutes, President Trump will host the leader of Ireland at the White House. The visit comes as the European Union pushes back on the Trump administration's 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports. CBS News Justice Department correspondent Scott MacFarlane is at the White House today. Scott, fun trivia for our audience before we get going. What is the name of the Irish? What is the designation of the Irish Prime Minister so that our American friends, bet you not even any of the Irish Americans in this room know it. Do you know it?
Designated as the Taoiseach.
Thank you very much.
Is running things in Ireland, and for the day, he is the star of the show here at the White House. They have this whole elaborate setup for the arrival here at the West Wing to meet with President Trump. But the pomp and ceremony is going to quickly shift into some pretty tough business, Vlad. This is happening at a fragile moment in U.S.-European relations, where you have tariffs being threatened, tariffs being enacted, and you also have the battle between the Trump administration and European leaders over who should be spending more to support Ukraine. Should Europe be sharing more of that burden? Should the U.S. continue to share that burden? All these things are going to come up in this conversation at this sensitive moment between the Taoiseach and the president.
Yeah, and we know that, as you know, President Biden was a favorite son of Ireland. When he visited that country a few years ago, there was an amazing reception from the people there. But as you say, immigration has been at the forefront of new administration, and there's some new data from the Irish government that says as many as 10,000 undocumented Irish immigrants are in the United States today. Are there any concerns that they could be potentially targeted in this new crackdown?
Oh, there sure are. Pressing concerns that the tens of thousands of immigrants from Ireland here in the United States are going to be somehow impacted by this border crackdown, this immigration enforcement crackdown the Trump administration is promising. There's concern that it is not being done as diligently as it could otherwise be, and that there's going to be any number of people impacted by it who shouldn't be. Let's put that aside. There's broad economic interests Ireland has in the United States. Those economies in Europe, especially in Ireland, so dependent on good relationships with the United States. And they're trying to foster that through these conversations today as President Trump shatters norms and breaks down a lot of the long-held relationships the U.S. has with its allies.
Very fascinating. I did also see a report this morning, Scott, that a lot of Americans are choosing to move to Ireland, given the political climate here in this country. Really interesting stuff. All right, Scott, thank you very much, my brother. Appreciate it.